Let's say crypto will have an enormous bull run in 2025. But how do you actually know there is a bull run? And what is the target price and how do you trade it? Because yes, you can lose money even in the bull run. In this video, I will share my predictions for the crypto bull run 2025 so you can make the best decisions for yourself. Before we start, let's quickly define what a bull run is. CoinMarketCap defines a bull run as a period of time where the majority of investors are buying. Demand outweighs supply, market confidence is at a high, and the prices are rising. So as of right now, we are clearly still in a bull run, even though we had a small setback. Which brings me to my first prediction. The bull run will continue for at least a couple months as there are major economic events on the way that will most likely have a positive impact on the market. And these are the Fed meetings by the FOMC, which is a committee within the Fed. The next one is January 28th, for example. And there are two major things being decided at these meetings: money printing and rate cuts. Money printing, or quantitative easing, is when the central bank literally creates new money and expands the balance sheet. The money is then used to purchase assets, typically government bonds, which increases the liquidity in the financial system, which then leads to more lending but also investing activity. As of right now, the Fed hasn't announced that they are going to print, but it's likely that they will soon. Now about the rate cuts. These refer to reducing the benchmark interest rates to lower the costs of borrowing money. Then people borrow more money, which again leads to more spending and boosting the economic activity. Of course, as this rate gets closer to zero, it becomes less effective. Right now, it's sitting at around 4.5% and expected to drop a bit further soon, as we can see a trend here. Now it could be that they implement another rate cut at the next event. These two strategies go hand in hand. While rate cuts directly influence short-term interest rates, quantitative easing focuses on reducing long-term interest rates and increasing overall liquidity. Ultimately, both likely lead to more inflation and higher prices for most asset classes, including cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and your favorite meme coin, of course. So really put an eye on these meeting dates, and let's move on to the next prediction, which is new ETFs are coming. So last year we had the Bitcoin ETF being released, and then the Ethereum ETF came a bit later. In case of the Bitcoin, this ETF brought a lot of institutional investors in, and I would say most of the current bull market is driven by this development, which will probably continue for a while. Ethereum, on the other hand, has underperformed, and even though the ETF seems to catch up, I'm not sure if ETH will really see a major increase, as there are other ETFs on the way, and this is according to some really well-known analysts with a good track record. According to them, the next ETFs would be Litecoin, then HBAR, Solana, XRP, and this could potentially bring a lot more institutional capital in. XRP also seemed to have the SEC lawsuit settled soon, which could further facilitate this development. Prediction number 2.5, because it's more of an observation. I've been holding Ethereum and I strongly believed in it, but recently I've been sensing more and more disappointment in the ecosystem and community. Each update we hope something is going to change, but it's been over 10 updates already. It just seems unusable, except of course the layer 2 solutions. But even then, layer 2 solutions like Base may lead to a scenario where people exclusively use layer 2s and take away from ETH, especially if they are interoperable with other non-ETH chains. At the same time, we have good layer 1 solutions like Solana or Sui that are just much faster and cheaper. Maybe not as decentralized, but clearly a lot more useful. Now for people who are just investing, this might not be visible, but if you're using or building something, you will most likely avoid Ethereum because of the high fees and missing speed. There's just a lot of friction in the system. In fact, me and my team are building Investor.fun on Solana because the user experience is just so much better. Investor.fun is an AI investor that you can pitch your meme coin to, link in the description, if you want to get early access. Now in the long run, the platform that can attract the most builders, users and investors will be the one to have the most success. Except for Bitcoin maybe, which is more treated like gold. That being said, I will keep holding my ETH, but we have to look at the ETF flows carefully. Moving on to prediction number 3, and that is Memecoin mania. Now I know we are all in it for the technology, of course, but to just throw some numbers at your head, 50, sometimes even 100,000 meme coins are being created every single day. Pump.fun, the most famous website where you can create meme coins in just 3 clicks, has made around $400 million in only fees since launching just about 12 months ago. I have been passively watching the crypto market for the last 2 years, but since the come up of this meme economy, it has sparked my interest again for some reason. The narrative has shifted from blaming the memes and demonizing them to embracing them as cultural goods, even by very technical people. #EmbraceTheMeme. With the help of AI, we are starting to see personified AI agent meme coins, basically meme coins with characters attached to it. Murad Mahmudov also talks a lot about a meme coin supercycle, because especially for retail investors, this community-driven investment approach is high risk, high reward, but also a lot of fun. And when the Fed starts printing money again and retail's getting more liquidity, we are in for a meme ride. And let's be honest, most of us have thought about launching their own coin at some point in their crypto journey. Also, from a regulatory standpoint, a lot of clarity might come into the crypto space. There's the FIT21 bill, and under this bill, a crypto asset would be regulated as a commodity, not a stronger regulated security, like stocks for example. And this would happen if it fits the following criteria. First, functionally and sufficiently decentralized. Second, no single person has unilateral control. And third, no issuer or affiliated person controls 20% or more of the asset or voting power. This bill has not been passed yet, but with Trump and the new SEC chair coming up, this might happen, so keep your eyes open. Prediction number 4. AI and crypto, a perfect match. Now, I've made this point in one of my other videos already, but since AI is seemingly taking over the world, it will increasingly need access to funds to pay with. And the most seamless integration for digital AI might be to pay for things with crypto. We can give AI-driven agents money and they can truly manage it like their own money, can invest it, spend it, and trade it. Early projects like AI16Z show where this could be going. AI16Z is a hedge fund-like structure managed by an AI agent. AI is definitely a core hype topic for 2025 and will not go away anytime soon. There are also a few projects trying to make AI models decentralized and attaching them to a token structure, which in theory sounds like a good idea because we don't want to have some overlord controlling our super AGI. But to be honest, this is already happening with companies like OpenAI being not so open after all. But to be fair, on the other hand, centralized private companies can innovate a lot faster. And if we have multiple competitors of them, there is still some decentralization of power. Now for prediction number 5, we have the plain price predictions for Bitcoin and ETH by the end of the year. And these are truly based on my research but also gut feeling. So no investment advice like anything else in this video, of course. For Bitcoin, I could see it at around 170 to 180k by the end of this year. Of course, if we get a Bitcoin reserve, like it has been rumored, we could go a lot higher. But for now, I will stay skeptical that this will happen. For Ethereum, I see 5 to 6k by the end of this year, and this largely depends on the factors I mentioned before. Now that being said, I hope you have a very profitable year, and thank you so much for watching, subscribing and liking, and see you in the next video.